Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I'm here to tell you all about the amusement parks in California. California has very cool theme parks. We're going to talk about all of them and give you all the tips, so stay tuned because this will be quick tips, useful, and that will make a difference in your trip. So enjoy the video guys, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, that helps us a lot, and buckle up. Most people don't know that California has so many amusement parks. Everyone always thinks of Orlando, which has all the big parks, but California has a lot of cool parks. There is even a Disney there in California, so it's worth it if you're going to travel there to visit one of these theme parks that are sensational. There are a lot of them, and most of them are close to Los Angeles, so if you have a rental car, it's super easy to get there, it's super fast, so we'll give you all the tips and talk quickly about each one, as the tickets for the parks are not cheap. I don't know if you have seen it, the tickets are expensive, and we'll give you tips at the end of the video on how to buy your tickets much cheaper and at the best place to use the best price possible. Well, the main park, there's not much to get away from, it's Disney. Disney in California, for those who don't know, has two parks. It consists of two parks that are across the street from each other. There's the Disneyland and there's the Disney Adventure Park. They are very similar, both are cool. It's very hard to say which one is cooler. We always recommend that you visit both. The only thing is that in order to visit both, you have to buy the ticket that entitles you to enter both parks on the same day, which is a little bit more expensive. So you can decide to pay cheaper and go one of the two, or you can go both on the same day, or you have the option to buy a 2-day tickets to go one day at one park and one day at the other. California Adventure Park is a little more radical, let's say so. Disney is not very radical. When we say more radical, it's because it's more radical than Disneyland, but it does have some roller coaster toys, cooler simulators. There is Toy Story, which is very cool, and the Ferry Wheel, which is super iconic. It has super cool attractions that are a little more fun. Disneyland, on the other hand, has more Disney magic. There's Mickey's house. There's an area that is all Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy. There's Sleeping Beauty Castle, so it has more of that Disney magic. So we think that the two have a kind of balance, so you see which one you prefer, but it's hard to choose a better or worse one. Both of them are cool. Another park that's sensational in our opinion, Universal Studios Hollywood, is the best. It's a very cool, sensational park. It's very similar to the one in Orlando, and it has several simulators, several technological attractions that make you feel like you're really in the world of the movie characters. It's very good. It has many cool attractions. The differential of it from the others and from Orlando, and it has a tour by the studio. So you can go to the Universal Studios and see the movie sets, how they're recorded, how they're made. It's very cool. And in the rest of the park, there are several attractions. There's the Mummy one, which is very cool, very radical. There's the Simpsons simulator, which is inside a replica of Springfield. There is a cool Simpsons thematic area as well, that's very cool. There's the Transformers one. There's the Walking Dead toy that's very recent, which they don't have in Orlando, but they say it's very good. We haven't had the chance to visit it yet. There's King Kong. Anyway, there are several cool toys, technological simulators that you will really feel inside the adventure of these movies. And one of the most important attractions that I almost forgot about is the Harry Potter one. Just like the one in Orlando, there's also one in California at Universal there. There's the Harry Potter Castle, the Hogwarts Castle, a very cool Harry Potter area, very similar to the one in Orlando. It's really good, especially if you're a fan of the series, of the books and the movies, you're gonna love it. And speaking of radical toys and adrenaline, another park that you cannot leave out if you like adrenaline is Six Flags. For those who don't know, it's one of the most radical parks in the world. It has many roller coasters. There are more than 10 roller coasters, all very radical, gigantic. There are those that fall straight down. There are those that go upside down, backwards. In short, there's everything you can imagine in terms of adrenaline. It's hard to face the toys. It's not that easy. It's very cool that the theme is the DC superheroes. Then there's the Green Lantern roller coaster, Superman roller coaster. It's all themed on the heroes. It's very close to Los Angeles. If you're driving, you can get there very quickly. And if you're thinking about renting a car, use the car rental comparator. That's very good. It's a comparator that compares all the car rental companies in California and shows you all the prices so you can choose the cheapest one. These are reliable car rental companies. It's very good. You save a lot. You can rent a good car for the lowest price. I'll leave the link here in the description of the video if you want to take a look. Another park that's very visited and is in San Diego is SeaWorld. It generates a little bit of polemic. There are people who don't like to visit the park anymore because of the animals. Everything they take the way they keep them there. We respect everybody's opinion. We are going to include it here in the video because it's one of the most visited parks. There's no way we can leave it out. It's one of the most visited attractions in California. It's very big. It has several roller coasters. It has a whale show, a marine animal show. So check it out if it's one of your interests. It's a park that it's worth visiting. If not, go to the other parks. There's no problem at all according to your tastes. Another very cool park there in California is Legoland. Legoland has a very cool Lego park. All the attractions are based on Lego. There are lots of little Lego pieces for the kids to play and have fun, especially for children. It's a very cool park. If you have small children up to 3 or 4 years old, generally these are the parks where they have the most fun. There are more attractions for small children, so it's worth going if you have very young children or if you like Lego a lot. If not, might be worth your while to prioritize the other ones instead of this one because this is more popular with the kids. And last but not least, one that's very little known, we haven't visited yet, but people talk about it a lot. It's Knott's Berry Farm. It has a Snoopy theme. It has some nice attractions, roller coasters and everything, but it's not so big, so thematic and so cool. So I think you shouldn't skip the other ones we mentioned to go to this one. But if you have some time to spare and there are a lot of days and you like the park and want to go, it's worth your while. But Universal and Disney are sensational, and if you like radical rides, Six Flags. These are the must-see parks in all of California. So if you want to go to this one, it's okay, but prefer the others. Without a doubt, you're not going to regret. The parks are very cool. And a cool tip that people don't know and that you can save a lot, especially in California, are the ticket combos. In this site I mentioned it, go there and also sells these combos that are ticket combos in the main American cities. The Americans are used to this a lot. It's a part of their culture. Each city has its own ticket combo. There's the go-kart, which is the California go-kart from San Diego, Los Angeles, and the San Francisco go-kart. You buy them, then you buy the amount of days. For example, Los Angeles go-kart, 3 days. You go there and buy it. You can use that ticket for 3 days to get into more than 30 attractions that are listed there that are part of the Los Angeles go-kart, and within them are almost all the amusement parks with the exception of Disney. Disney you have to buy separately, but Universal, Six Flags, Universal you have to buy the premium option. Pay attention when you buy the go-kart, but then the premium has Universal, Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm. There's SeaWorld in San Diego, Legoland, so take a look. Sometimes it's much cheaper. You can save up to 40%. When we went to Los Angeles, we used it and saved $120 each. It was $240, me and Lee, just for tickets. We went to Universal, Six Flags, and to the attractions of the Boardwalk of Fame, which has the Madame Tussauds Museum, the Hollywood Museum. On all these attractions, including the amusement park, we saved $240 both together, so the combo is very cheap. Take a look at this site that I told you about that you can find in the description of the video. You see the options, check the attractions of the parks, take a look at the price, and you see that it is worth it. It ends up being much cheaper. Believe me, it's gonna be amazing for you. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. If you liked the video, please like it here, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social networks. We are always traveling the world, trying to show travel tips and places in a very cool way, in our routine in a very relaxed way. And don't forget to watch the video on how to save a lot on your trip to California. It's a very good video that we made with the best tips. You will save a lot even if you hire the best services. I'll leave the video here along with the playlist that has all the other California videos for you to check out and watch. Thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. Thank you very much and have a nice trip.